Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Ori and the Blind Forest Randomizer Tournament 2018. We have for you right now the very last round of the singles, the very last match of the first round of the singles Swiss tournament, that one. And it is going to be a match between FluffyPrower and IMRaziel. My name is Shed, and joining me on commentary is Fant, who's going to tell you a little bit about why this match is just so exciting.
Yeah, hey Shed, and I feel like I keep on saying this for every single match for commentating, but I'm really looking forward to this one for a variety of reasons. So, Fluffy and IMRaziel, if you don't know, have quite a bit of history in the randomizer. Both of these guys were participants in the first tournament. Both of them made it to the semifinals and faced each other in the third place match. Now, for the official third place match, IMRaziel took that victory. But I was talking to Fluffy before the match, and he was saying, like, man, I really wasn't feeling too good. So after it, we did like an unofficial exhibition match, and then Fluffy ran that one or won that one. So now here we are for, I guess, the unofficial best of three conclusion. Fluffy versus IMRaziel once more. Now, it's been a year, so maybe one of them has decided to like put in more practice or not. It's like, I haven't seen IMRaziel play yet this tournament. We did see Fluffy earlier on in the doubles match, part of Team BRB, and put on a pretty good show there. So like, I have no idea who's going to win this one, Shed.
Yeah, it's almost picture perfect. Earlier today, we had the legendary Grim versus Terra matchup, which Terra took, and here we have the conclusion to the third place match of last year's tournament. Oh man, both these runners are so good. I just want to see them go.
Yeah, IMRaziel, just another little bit of a detail about him. IMRaziel is also part of the doubles team last year that took home the victory in first place. So, we're all expecting great things from IMRaziel for this tournament as well. But this is the first we're seeing of IMRaziel here. So, see how he's
that same doubles team still exists this year as well, Sigma and Raz, and they are definitely one of the favorites to take it all home. Yeah, but this is the singles tournament, so let's focus on this one for now, and they are off.
All right, Shed, what is the first pickup going to be? Are we going to see a keystone or something more interesting?
The first pickup, I'm going to predict exactly 22 XP.
22 XP. So, all right, I'm going to say charge jump. We saw that in the last race pretty early on, and that led to some very interesting developments. We get a mapstone. We're both wrong.
That's a good pickup to get, though.
Yeah, mapstone as one of the first pickups, always good to see, because that way you're not going to have to double dip the map monument in the wall jump area.
That, of course, assumes you're going to the wall jump area, which you usually are, but you never know.
All right, so second pickup, since this mapstone, keystone on this guy. What's it going to be? It is a keystone. Look at that.
Sure is.
So the signs are pointing towards an early left side entry into grotto, or not grotto. Glades is the word I'm looking for.
I see what you did there, signs, because the runners are picking up sign.
Did I actually say that? That was completely unintentional.
No, you're supposed to own it. Come on.
No, I was like, I can't take credit for that because that was not intentional whatsoever.
All right, here we go. Pickups 3 and 4. This is going to determine how the early game of this seed is going to shape up.
Oh, and IMRaziel takes a lot
of damage. Oof.
Yeah, so unless he gets incredibly lucky with health, which looks like he's not, will not be able to check the fake flippers pickup. Fluffy, still sitting on 3 HP, will probably opt to do so. Definitely a popular play to do early on.
We definitely got that second keystone as well, and there's a third, so we will be heading left into Glades. Raz goes storing, while Fluffy's going to be able to check this fake flippers pickup, as we call it, and it was an ability cell.
Yep, so IMRaziel just going to do the really quick ghost door, but does not have that information. Energy regen early on, very nice find.
Maybe not as useful as you'd like. It's a very slow regeneration.
And, oh no, Raz!
That's a bad death for Raz. Going all the way back before the ghost door, opting not to pick up the energy regen again.
Yeah, not placing too much value on it. Yeah, that's got to hurt early on. That's very unlikely your opponent took that death, and IMRaziel once again back down to 1 HP, so these slimes are really doing work.
finally getting that map 1 check from the map stone we picked up as the first thing in the seed, just an ability cell. But of course, the map stones are progressive in this game. Doesn't matter where in the world you get them, just the number of map stones you put in is what determines the pickup. So the first one's always the same.
All right,
we
and
find a grenade.
Yeah, grenades. So early plant breakage. Maybe this is like a sign of a very early bash grenade seed, which would give them quite a bit of movement options.
Oh, too many movement options, to be honest. I definitely like having grenade early, though, in seeds. In particular, because part of the randomizer, some of the changes we made to the game to do this, grenades are free. In the base game, they cost energy, but that means you can break blue walls and plants for free, and it's also a lot of attack power, so we'll have to see if runners use it for that.
So I think right now, both the runners are going to be forced into the same spot, and that is the Charged Flame Tree. Don't have any wall interaction, don't have really any other movement stuff, so, you know, there's this XP orb right beyond this blue door that more often than not turns out to be wall jump. Is this going to be another one of those cases, Shed?
I don't know. It could be wall jump. It could be some random teleporter.
Come on, just give us charge jump. Give us something more interesting than wall jump, game.
Grove teleporter.
There we go. Wow.
Oh my god.
Okay, that is way better than wall jump. Yes, dude.
So, what this means is that there is one pickup in Valley Entry immediately accessible, the one under the floor that you can have the Frankie break. I will also probably expect the runners... Now, I don't know about what they'll do with the cutscene, but you can also head right towards the Charged Flame Tree and get the tree and the plant that's in that area. They, of course, already picked up the XP at the bottom. Yeah, but that being a one-way trip downwards, you're not going to want to head there first, so Fluffy making a good choice, heading over to the Valley entrance area first. We'll be able to check 2 pickups, the plant on the top with a well-aimed grenade. That is an extra air dash. Won't be able to make use of that yet. We also see Raziel skipping the cutscene here that Fluffy had yet to do, and... I would bet that
Fluffy at 1 HP, being really careful with this Frankie, doesn't want to take a hit. And gonna altar out. Okay.
Okay. I think you can get out of that pit, but maybe Fluffy didn't quite think so. But Raz has already skipped that cutscene now.
And Fluffy does have the option to skip it or not. We'll see what he opts to do. And walking to the left. Yeah, he's gonna place a save. Yeah, Fluffy will be skipping cutscene. And then Raziel Raziel gets out. There you go. So you can, the answer has been made. You can get out of the pit with no wall interaction. There's a little ledge you can you can jump on. And now, like, Fluffy and Raziel synced up. So what's it going to be? We got the Charged Flame Tree itself, as well as the plant.
Bet the runners are hoping for wall interaction. Of course, I'm evil. So
Clean water.
Clean water. Fluffy forgetting he's already checked that XP.
Oh, wow.
Now it's the altar to go back to the tree. Oh boy.
Yeah, so both of them actually skipped the tree.
They're both opting to just head straight for that. Alright, now I want to see absolutely nothing out of the water. And
yeah, it is actually on the tree itself. This is quickly becoming probably my favorite starting sequence to a seed. And we get just XP, it's the tree!
Yes, dude! This is such a maze. These seeds are always kind of fun to play, because you're just like, it's just leading you on this super long trail, and it might be linear, but oh, that's very smart from Fluffy to check this one. I had forgotten this one is in
yes,
well.
right. Yeah.
So does Raz forgets it as well.
Alright, could this be it? Is it the grenade pickup? It is Bash! There it is. Bash grenade unlocked. We now have access to like everything. Well, not everything, but quite a bit.
A lot of things are now in Logic, that is for sure.
Well, yeah, we can get all the way... Oh, it's Stomp at the tree!
So they're both good. Stomp's maybe less progression than Bash Grenade is, but It is definitely going to be important later on. I would not doubt that we see Fluffy probably go collect that tree right now. Although he might not. He might head over to some pickups and glades like Spirit Caverns.
Yeah, so Fluffy can clean out the rest of the wall jump area, but first is going to head up to the Charge Flame tree.
He's just going to make sure he gets this tree before he forgets to ever get it. Because, of course, in the randomizer, you need to visit, or at least in the tournament, you need to visit every skill tree or location before you are allowed to beat the seed. And we're finally seeing Raz check the pickup that Fluffy did where Bash was, and we're seeing Fluffy pick up Stomp, so they're sort of trading right now.
Yeah, so Shed, we can go to the left side of the map right now. We can go all the way to Kuro's Feather, probably do most of Misty.
You know what else you can do right now? Is they can check the long swim in Valley.
Oh, wow. That's cruel. But still, there's a lot more like item-dense areas at the beginning. So Fluffy is going to clean out the rest of Glades. Maybe head back down to the wall jump area, get the 3 pickups there. It has enough keystones to go into Spirit Caverns. We can go into BRB as it appears Raziel is doing. We can go into Grotto via that. We can get into Swamp going above the Charge Flame tree. Like, we can go almost everywhere.
Fluffy just took a pretty rough death. He was trying to check the Glazer pickup, as we call it, and got sent back all the way to the Charge Flame tree.
Oof, a little rough. That is rough.
Raziel heading into BRB right now. You know, that's kind of interesting. We tend sometimes call heading into BRB very early the Fluffy way for very good reason. Fluffy likes to go to BRB as early as possible, but as it turns out, Raz is there first. So,
Yeah, like, I really have no idea where, like, and Raziel takes a death, but has that safety save, so definitely value. Getting through here with Bash Grenade is very, very annoying. No wall interaction. If you just mess up one bash, you're done.
I'm kind of interested to see, or to figure out Fluffy's reasoning for checking this. It's kind of a long pickup, and there's so much available to him right now that, we'll see if this is worth the time investment. It might be.
Yeah, it's like, I can't really say, like, anything's bad. Just go for item density, really. I think Fluffy just wants to completely clean out left glades and not have to worry about it again.
There's definitely something to be said for full clearing areas, that's for sure. Just knowing for a fact that you are done with checking this area, you don't ever have to come back.
And Raziel using a grenade to light the torch. Don't have to worry about carrying up the orbs. And with Bash Grenade, doesn't have to worry about any cycles here. Either just throws a couple grenades and bashes all the way up to the lever.
Fluffy has found Wind Restored in Spirit Caverns here. That's not really useful yet, but if he finds Glide somewhere along the way, then that will be very useful indeed.
Alright, so Fluffy making his way out at the bottom of Spirit Caverns. Looks like this is a play to clean out the wall jump area. He's just going for like a really, really like complete clear of everything he has access to, which is pretty much everything.
Absolutely is.
So far, not much to be found in BRB, but Raziel has a lot of options for where you can go.
I wouldn't be surprised to see him head down to he's gonna check this pickup off to the in the main room here, but I would not be surprised to see him go down to the Blackroot teleporter just to grab it.
Yeah, Raziel going to the Raziel No area.
Of course.
And once again, doing the double bash strats on this little, I don't know, I forget the name of that, like the little fireball shot coming from the flower sticking out of the wall. I don't know what those things are called. There's some name for them, I know.
Oh, of course. Raziel also, this is the 3rd skill tree that he has been to, so he has seen the first clue, this being the clues version of the randomizer. I didn't quite catch what it was, but he did see it.
I believe like the water vein is in Horu.
Oh boy. We have a Horu seed.
So let's see. We already have Bash and Stomp. So once we find the Sunstone, like they could just go into Horu.
I think so. Wow, that's fun.
All right, so yeah, Raziel definitely sequence breaking here. Good play. I really like this option early. It gives you access to a map stone, as well as with Stomp, he can get straight into Grotto. And granted, we don't have double jump, don't have any wall interaction, but with Bash Grenade, we don't need any of that. We can clear pretty much everything in Grotto.
Absolutely can. So we're now seeing Fluffy and Blackroot where we already have seen Raz B.
All right, so Raziel, what are you going to do? He is heading down. He is stomping the peg. And this looks like definitely going to be the Grotto play from Raziel. Very item-dense location. I really like this play.
The most item-dense location.
And with plant breakage, he can get almost everything. And I guess if Raziel chooses to do a save drop, can bypass that 4 energy door on the left.
You could, of course, also find some Mega Energy or Energy Cells or something, but yeah, I doubt we'll see him do something like a save drop. That is not usually common strategy for a clue seed, especially in a race, but he might.
All right,
Randomizer, who knows?
Plants.
Having some trouble.
No, these are just a bunch of dud grenades. Not exploding on things they're supposed to explode on. Hey, look at that, the Grotto
teleporter. That's a nice one. It's a nice one to get if you haven't been there already.
And they haven't, so this is great. That means Raziel's not going to have to go the long way around if he wants to start checking the top half of the Grotto and Swamp.
Raz is opting to not check the left bit of Grotto here, although he is dropping down to this map stone and maybe not the minions. Just going back to a previous save.
Yeah, the mini boss, kind of a time-consuming thing, and clues at this point with how many skills they already have and how much is open. It's like there's a lot more like high-value locations I can check right now. I'm gonna go for the density over the completeness. Yeah, but Fluffy just following behind Raziel for now. We'll probably also opt to sequence breakdown in further into BRB and possibly do the Grotto play as well. So this specific entry into Grotto isn't in logic, but with all the skills we have, you can get down here via intended paths, like going the long way around through Swamp and the Ginso tree area. But this is not free. Raziel's only at 3 health and no wall interaction, so doesn't have too much room to play with. It does do the damage boost, gets through okay, but still, this is going to be hard. Raziel, yeah, smartly going to grab this energy and place a save. Because at 3 energy, you're going to have to like take a damage boost there and fall down, and he's through. Okay, whew, man. Where is the wall interaction, Shed?
Well, with Bash Grenade, literally anywhere. Who knows? We might not get it until, like, we're 7 trees in.
Yep, so double jump tree, just XP. That's tree number 4 for Raziel, so 2 more and we'll get our second clue. So we're seeing, you know, the randomizer, I feel like has a tendency to do this. Could just be confirmation bias, but whenever you have a seed that starts off with like a whole bunch of skills and everything, you're gonna make up for it and pay for it later. In this case, we've got Water Vein and Horu, which nobody wants to see. It's like, oh yeah, you know, have a good time early on, but you're gonna make up for it, I promise. So Raziel definitely making the most out of all these like Brass Grenade strats. Finds an energy cell, and sitting at 1 energy, I wouldn't be surprised if he goes back for it, but nope.
He opted not to.
Yeah, I'm gonna say not worth it. I'll go find my energy elsewhere. Looks like now heading into the Death Gauntlet.
Oh, that's a lot of damage.
The very dangerous side of the Crusher. Just walk into it and have a chance of dying. Just barely grazed Ori's toe.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, we got Glide.
Oh, there you go. Glide Wind Restored.
Yeah, so that is the area of Grotto that Raziel chose to skip, so it could be Dwarf returned right below it. Excellent.
Fluffy looking like he's heading further down as well, so we'll see what he collects down there.
Yeah, so the combination of Bash Grenade and Glide's gonna make some movement options quite fast. You can throw a grenade up, bash off of it, and then glide for quite a long distance. We'll see if Fluffy opts to utilize that strategy at all.
Seeing some more Grotto clearing from Raziel.
233 experience from...
That's a lot.
Do you think we're just never gonna find double jump in this seed shed? Or charge
Probably.
jump? Oh, and a vanilla health cell. Nice. That is our first pickup of either health or energy that somebody has actually kept. Now Raziel heading back down, gonna perform the bridge cutscene skip, but unfortunately saves a little bit too late. And decides to altar out of there, probably gonna take the teleport. Yeah, it's easy to skip the bridge cutscene, but if you don't have double jump or any other movement ability, it is a little bit precise to get it in the right spot where you reload and you have like a lot of vertical movement.
He's actually not heading back to that area. I'm interested to see where he's headed at the moment. Oh, Raziel didn't clear out Glaze like Fluffy did before, so maybe he's thinking that he should do that now.
Definitely. It's another map stone, so yeah, right now the glide for Fluffy is not going to unlock too much, but the sooner...
Fluffy save dropped, like we mentioned before, to check the pickups behind the 4 energy door without having 4 energy. Unfortunately, nothing was there, but it was kind of interesting decision from him to do that.
Yeah, that is not easy to do, but you know, Fluffy has been playing this seed very, very... Oh, we have Wind Restored there and Glide. Okay, never mind. I take that back about Glide not being too important right now. Glide's going to be very important because now, let's see. Yeah, we have access to the entire left side of the map. Everything.
We sure do.
With Wind Restored and Glide, that makes Sorrow a breeze. So we can get to the charge jump tree, we can get to the climb tree. Man, I wonder who's gonna start just like rushing trees, getting the clues first.
These kinds of seeds are always very interesting to play. There's so much available to the runners right now that you don't really even know where to go because there's so many options. The things you need could be almost anywhere.
Yeah, right now with a couple sequence breaks and a little bit of rando knowledge, I believe every single tree can be accessed, with the exception of the bash tree because we don't have water vein. But all others, I think, with this set of skills, can be gotten to. That's pretty crazy.
Of course, we also know that the water vein is in Horu. According to the logic, getting to the Horu dungeon is not yet on the table for these runners. The logic expects you to have some kind of wall interaction to do so. Which, of course, we still don't have.
And Raziel all the way down back to the wall jump area. I don't recall if Fluffy checked these locations or not on his revisit. Okay, yeah. There's that other health cell that Fluffy must have found.
So Raz at 5 health, definitely way more comfortable than 3.
Alright, so round 2, Fluffy doing the bridge cutscene skip. Let's see if he places the save right, and does. Well, he has Wind Restored and Glide, so it does
it's a little bit easier.
So let's see what Raziel missed here.
Mapstone's always a good pickup. Kind of want to have as many of those as you can get. Raz is checking the same things as well now.
Oh, and Fluffy overshoots, has to use another grenade bash to get back up. It's like, okay, so nothing there for Raz. He didn't really miss anything, but just checking it again to be sure. But so I guess important things like Raz needs to find Glide. Well, doesn't really need to, but that would be nice. He is falling back down. Okay, so this will be Glide for Raz.
Theoretically.
Well, if he comes down here and doesn't get it, I'd be I'd be really surprised. Yeah, there it is, Glide.
immediately using it too. That's always kind of nice to see because sometimes when you're playing rando, you can pick up skills and kind of forget you have them, even if you have just got them. So heads
And
up, please.
Raziel heading over to the Fort Energy Door may be thinking about doing the save drop as well.
We're also seeing a mini boss check from Fluffy. I don't believe anyone's done this yet.
Correct. Nobody has done.
Of course, Fluffy hasn't, and Raziel skipped it. So we'll see what this keystone is.
It is a keystone.
Good.
Oh, Raziel getting the accidental warp displacement has to altar again. Always funny when that happens. Just, oh hey, somehow I ended up in BRB.
Oops. Alright, we're gonna see Fluffy head down to the double jump tree. We've already seen all of these pickups from Raz, and there's nothing of too much import here. Interested to see where Raziel's heading now. I would not be surprised to see him head up from here.
Well, let's see. I think he really wants that energy cell. Yeah. He checked it earlier on. Now he has glide, so it's going to be very easy to get out of there.
There we go.
And now heading up, going to clear the northern part of Grotto. Oh, look, there's another energy cell, of course.
3 getting close to the all-important 4.
And Raziel, he can go to Stomp, if you so chooses. Has
go to
double
Stomp,
dash.
he can head left into Grove proper.
And the
Sorrow
Sorrow
teleporter.
teleporter activated. Ooh, man.
That's very nice. That is not left side access through that way in logic, but it is possible.
Okay, Raziel gonna hold off the Stomp Chief for now. Just clear out the area immediately outside of Ginson. Hello, Kuro.
Grop.
Yeah, so I'd say in terms of like overall pickups, overall skill set, both these runners are pretty close to each other. You know, Fluffy also making the play over to the Grotto teleporter, it looked like.
Believe so.
Yeah.
Yeah,
so...
these they have checked the same trees, they have the same skills. I think Raz is just slightly ahead in terms of area checking, though Fluffy has been a bit more thorough in the areas they've actually been to. So it hasn't quite paid off yet.
Alright, and another energy cell. So this is where all the energy was hiding.
That's the 4th one, that's always good. There is a 4 energy door off to the left area here in the spider sack area, as we call it. It always seems to have something important in it.
Alright, so we're getting some new information on both screens now. Fluffy heading towards, like, I guess, like the reverse entry into Swamp. Can get over there, and looks like he is going to. Oh,
Raziel found charge jump.
Oh, man.
Health cell in this area. He is in the spider sack area. That is very important potentially. It's both a very good movement skill and opens up a couple of pickups that would have been more difficult. They were possible before with Bash Grenade and such, but it's much faster to check them now.
And we'll see what Raziel opts to do with this. Going to complete out at least the Spider Pegs area. Fluffy, after checking the XP, decides to get out of there, doesn't want to continue on to the Stomp Tree.
Not the worst
decision.
Still
Still no wall interaction.
Of course, now that we found charge jump as well, if the wall interaction they find is climb, that is huge.
Oh, that's
because
grenade
climb
jump.
Charge jump is great, and it's grenade jumps, of course, yes.
Alright, Fluffy back to the Grotto teleporter. Raziel cleaning out the spider sack area.
And
so
he's got 4 energy. So
we'll be able to check the door. I guess Fluffy does
5 energy.
Fluffy is very close to the charged up pickup. Let's see if he wants to continue on.
It's possible Fluffy checked the swamp loop to the right here instead of heading left like Raz does. In which case he'll miss charge jump, but it is a new area, so we don't know what's in this place. Fluffy could find something just as much, if not more useful than charge jump.
Yeah, mega energy. So we have 4 energy now, so not too bad. Wait, hang on.
Raziel found climb. It was behind the 4 energy door. It always has something important. That place is ridiculous sometimes. So Raziel now has grenade jumps. We'll see if he puts them to use. I would fully expect Raz to. He's kind of known for the fancy fast tricks like that.
And so, Shed, would you be comfortable finishing the game with this set of skills?
You know, I probably would, and Raz is better than me, so I guess he is too.
So based on the direction Raz is going,
I'm not sure where he's going.
is he going to Horu to go find his water vein? Oh, he's gonna go down here. Okay.
Huh.
And Fluffy doing the sequence break into Swamp. Get another Mapstone check, just XP for Mapstone. I don't know if that was 4 or 5.
Believe
we're
that's
going.
4.
Okay, I thought we were gonna go for a swim. No, we're gonna double bash this up because it's faster than just floating up, I guess. Show it off the strats. 112 XP there. And another energy cell, so Raz is going to be able to check. Oh, and takes a death from the Frankie. Ooh, that is a rough death.
Whee! There's a grenade jump for you.
So I can't imagine Raz is going to want to swim down there again, but is determined going to do it. Just really wants the energy cell, and I think the only thing he hasn't checked in there is the 4 energy door pickup.
That might be what he's going after.
Now he placed a save there, so he could just save and quit, or just reload his file after he checks it and it's nothing. And Stomp Tree for Fluffy, that is a keystone. Now Fluffy is just 1 tree away from getting a second clue. We still have no idea where that sunstone is.
That clue that he gets from the next tree could either be Sunstone or the IMRaziel. So he might have to go another 4 trees before we find out the area that the Sunstone's in.
Alright, so Shed, hypothetical here.
Fluffy just did a really difficult double bash chain. He doesn't have charge jump, but he managed to check that pickup that normally requires it anyway. It's much more difficult than it looks, and he did it first try, no problem whatsoever.
Yeah, I tried to do that trick a couple times, and I did it like once in a round, and I was like, no, I'm not doing this. it's way too much of a pain, but Fluffy makes it look easy. And continuing with his goal of completeness here, Fluffy checking the grenade pickup in the swamp area, and is backtracking. So I think Fluffy's gonna go for a swim. Yeah, he's gonna go for a swim here. I don't think he'd come back here just to X out of swamp the slow way. And Raziel
showing off some bash strats for Fluffy. He's flying through the swimming section here.
Raziel takes a death after getting the XP. That's fine, he doesn't need it. It's faster to... He has charge jump, so he can enter swamp this way. And we're kind of meeting up here between the two. Of course, Raziel with that skill advantage of having both charge jump and climb. If I do wonder who's just gonna make the tree rush first. Yeah, with all the skills Raziel has, I don't think he'd want to go. And also some excellent grenade jumps there. Who needs double bash strats? Who needs glide plus wind restored when you have grenade jump, Shed?
Wee.
Yeah, I can't imagine Raziel's gonna go for a swim.
I don't think we've actually mentioned yet. The grenade jumps that you're seeing Raziel do is a frame perfect trick every single time. So they're non-trivial, but they are very, very fast.
Yeah. And of course, Raziel having charge jump doesn't have to do those fancy double bash strats.
Seeing more swamp clearing from Fluffy, keeping up his trend of being absolutely thorough.
And now Raziel, once again, tied on trees, but does have that skill advantage. And altaring out, yeah, not going to worry about going for a swim. So Raziel, where do you go next? Is it time for left side shed? We've had access to it basically since the beginning of the game. I'm surprised nobody has gone over there yet. Let's see.
Charge Flame for Fluffy. That's interesting, though not the most useful thing in the world.
Yeah, I don't think with their current set of skills that unlocks anything for them, but nice damage ability, I suppose. Raziel is going to go down to the Light Grenade tree. He wants the clue. And if this is Sunstone, I think we're going to see Raziel. Oh! Yeah, no double jump. Kind of difficult to get by this area.
Okay, sure, Raz. Sure. And he's gonna do another one.
Oh, I love this grenade jump right here. Look at that. Oh, get up there. Okay. Whew, man. So yeah, I think Raziel's going to be checking the pickups that are along his way towards trees, but it's not going to go out of his way. He needs to get a couple grenade throws here. Come on, bird.
Come on, bird.
Down here. Okay, all right.
There he is. All is good.
And look at this, Fluffy also making the BRB play. So we'll also get his info for the second clue. And both of them are hoping it's the Sunstone. Nobody wants IMRaziel information at this point.
Is Fluffy just gonna zombie Ori his way into the Light Grenade tree? I guess he could Bash Grenade, although that's much more difficult.
Yeah, Bash Grenade is possible, but I think it's much more likely to...
He's going for it.
Yeah, no, this is the zombie... Yeah, this is zombie Ori here. Finally putting those 12 ability points to use.
It's always weird to me that you can just save in that spot in the laser right there. Normally the game restricts you from saving in dangerous areas, but not that one.
Oh yeah, like the other areas, like, oh, there's like a slime 20 feet away. It's like, oh, it's too dangerous to save here. There is a literal insta-kill laser 2 inches above your head. Oh, it's fine. Go ahead, save. It's fine.
We got our clue for the IMRaziel. Joy.
Yeah. Alright, well, Raziel... If I was Raziel here, I'd probably just go rush the remaining trees. Well, you... Yeah,
I think he can.
He can, yeah, he can get the
he's in
charge
Sorrow.
jump, climb, and glide combo to get his final clue.
And him heading off to the right from the Sorrow teleporter here makes me think that he's going to head to charge jump the quote-unquote normal way through the Keystone door, which is slightly faster if you're then going to head down into Valley.
Which, no doubt, he's going to do. Yeah, not even going to the right side to check those quick Keystone pickups. So yeah, Raziel, only the pickups immediately along the way is what concerns him. He just wants to get that Sunstone clue.
He just wants the trees. Fluffy is opening the way to Valley right now. I'm pretty sure he had the Sorrow teleporter as well. He doesn't have charge jump climb. That would be why he's not using that. Yeah,
there is a way to do it with Stomp, but when you lack double jump or any other like wall interaction, it's really a pain. So no, this is definitely the best option for Fluffy here. So we know where climb is, we know where charge jump is.
Fluffy just never checked that area. He hasn't even been close.
Yeah, hopefully like Fluffy finds something else, like maybe double jump or wall
even
jump.
Wall jump.
Or even dash really would help quite a bit.
Anything. Fluffy is just skipping pickups now, though. He could have checked that one off to the right, but he is opting not to. This is interesting. Maybe he's also... I don't think he can quite rush trees with his skill set at the moment.
So I do like this. Raziel, despite skipping most of the stuff in Sorrow, did put in the map stone. I think that's a really good play because we still don't know where Sunstone is. It could be on one of the map stones, so you might as well put them in as you're passing through them so you don't have to double check them later.
Absolutely.
Yep, and here we go. Tree number 8 for Raz, so...
So a mini high five from our runners there. Fluffy heading up into Sorrow as Raziel is heading down.
So also, unfortunately for Fluffy, lacking climb and charge jump is going to do this ridiculous strategy
Oh my
of trying to bait double bash this shot all the way up.
I haven't ever
ceiling.
actually seen this in action yet. This is... Holy cow, this is dumb. Oh, no, okay. He's just headed around the platform. Oh, no.
Alright, so Raziel, now in Misty. We'll be checking all the pickups on the way in case this last clue here does signal Sunstone in Misty.
That's a very smart decision from him.
So I guess the worst case right now... Dice grenade
That's a
jump
good
for
one.
Raziel. Alright, come on Fluffy, I want to see this work. This is basically the strategy to get the pickup to the right of charge jump. Or, sorry, to the right of the stomp tree, except like cranked up to 1 billion.
20 times longer.
Yeah, this is something that you get in master mode.
Not standard, which is what we're playing right now.
Oh,
But
he's got it
doing
past the
anyway.
first barrier,
Oh,
getting
boy.
close.
He's getting close. Come on, Fluffy.
Man.
Come on,
This
Fluffy.
is looking good.
Come on.
He's got it, man. He's got it.
Easy.
There it is. Alright, Raziel quickly approaching the climb tree. Where is that sunstone going to be shed? Could it be, God help us, in Forlorn? We don't have the Forlorn TP, so
Or
we
the
need to go
Gumon
in.
seal.
Well, we know where the Gumon seal is. It is
Right,
in
but
Sorrow.
they don't have it yet. They'd have to go find it.
Yep.
Come on, Seed. I believe in you.
Yeah, but we already have Water Vein and Horu. I think that's enough punishment.
Nah, we need more.
I guess we do have the Forlorn teleporter, so it's not that big of a deal. All right, here we go.
Here we
Climb tree for Raziel. What is it going to be?
Black Root.
Oh God,
Oh boy.
that means it could be like all the way down like the Lost Grove area, right?
It very much could be, yes. It could also be like Dash Plant, although I think Raziel's probably checked that. Yeah, with Bash Grenade, I wouldn't be surprised if he hasn't already.
And Raziel, you know, in order to get the Water Vein, he needs to find the Sunstone. In order to get the Sunstone, he needs to go back to BRB.
They have clean water, I want to remind you. It could very well be the long swim at the bottom.
Oh man, like that would be like the worst key placement of all time if we get like the long swim in Lost Grove, and then we have
I
like
usually
L4
think
Water
that-
Vein or something.
Oh, jeez. Yeah, L4 is very out of the way.
I feel like
I would usually say that the XP behind the cutscene at the bottom of Lost Grove is the worst, but Raziel has grenade jumps, and I know he knows how to do that cutscene skip with a grenade jump, so it's not nearly as bad as it could be.
all right, so thankfully for this laser here, the third laser in BRB, you can
Just
get
duck
by
under
it
it.
with just ducking. Yep. So that means like Dash is somewhere that's not in Horu, and there it is.
Oh,
There's
there
the
it is.
Sunstone. So saved from a horrible fate, and now Raziel just needs to venture into Horu and find that water vein. So I guess we could play a little game. Where is the water vein?
We haven't... I haven't ever seen anything important in L4. I want to see it there.
Yeah, we got L4, we got R1, we've got the validation XP, the save drop XP.
There's so many options, and they're all terrible. The only thing it can't be is the Mapstone, because otherwise then the clue would have said Mapstone instead of Horu.
But I do definitely feel like, anytime I've had Water Vein and Horu, it's like, just go to L4. It's the worst play. It's guaranteed to lose you time on average. It seems like it's always there.
But the right side's much more dense. It's a toss-up. I think it might come down to if Raziel thinks he's ahead or not. Or even not. He might just have a route in mind already for checking Horu and just do it.
Yeah, typically we'll see like the door warp done first, then like the save drop, because those are very, very easy to check, and then after that it's a long distance to get to the additional pickups. So let's see, door warp or save drop first. What's it gonna be?
I bet you he's gonna save, back it up, and then door warp first, and check the validation XP. That's what I would do.
All right, let's see. Nope,
He
not gonna back
didn't
it up,
back
but he
it
is
up.
gonna do the door warp.
He's just gonna door warp.
Nice first try. And let's see, is it item number 1, the validation XP, and it is just 90 XP. So nope. If you guessed 1, sorry. Better
Yeah.
luck next time.
He didn't back up his save.
Uh-oh. Oh no, he's gonna have to altar
He's
and then all the way back.
all the way back in. Oh no.
All right.
Fluffy
Well,
is coming up to
giving-
the climb tree right now, so he's gonna see the clue for the Sunstone being in BRB, and I would not be surprised to see him head there immediately. Although he's gonna have a slightly harder time checking some of the pickups without charge jump, but
Oh, and Raziel
Still
doesn't
different than
have the
possible.
swamp teleporter either. So,
he's gotta walk from Grotto. Oh no.
so I think Raziel's never gonna forget how the saves work in Horu again.
No. If you were in Raz's position, would you grab the Horu teleporter on the Horu Fields teleporter on the way?
Definitely. You're already up here. You might as well do it. You're
Yeah,
not gonna
he's
have the
not.
swamp teleporter.
He's already skipped it.
Oh, rip. Rip that idea.
Well,
Fluffy-
okay. Well, now he's gonna realize there's a door in the way. He went over to it, and now he's skipping it. Okay.
Oh, setting up for a grenade jump, but says like, oh no, this elemental is too much of a hassle.
Ooh, this is a little rough. I think Fluffy forgot a pickup in the grenade room, or maybe not forgot, but did not check a pickup in the grenade room. So he's got a zombie again and head up to get it. If he wants to check it, which he is.
All right, here we go. Raziel back into Horu. Okay, he was thinking of going up. I think he was like considering the save drop, but deciding no, not gonna worry about it. So we're gonna head up to R1.
Up we go.
So I mean, if the water vein is in the save drop location, that could be big for Fluffy.
That
if he
gives
decides
Fluffy
to
a
check it
chance.
first. Because Raziel is gonna pretty much clear all of Horu, which takes a long time.
And it's looking a little bit like Raz is unfamiliar with this area, which is not surprising. It's not very common to come here in the randomizer at all, but he's having a little bit trouble navigating his way up.
Well, especially like you
Oh,
don't have
there's a
double
death.
jump.
Oh,
double
that's a
jump.
huge death.
no!
What?
Oh my god, he's back at Grotto.
Holy cow!
That
That's
is
huge.
massive.
Fluffy is really close to the Sunstone too.
Oh man, that is one of the roughest deaths I've ever seen from Raziel. I wonder if this time he'll remember to get that Horu teleporter.
Save. You have the energy. This is a PSA. If you're playing Rando, save. All the time.
Okay, and here it is, Fluffy. Oh, Fluffy got a little bit too eager and headed over, or uncrouched while the laser was still active. There we go. He is through. Checking the XP. So yeah, momentarily Fluffy is going to have the Sunstone.
I want to really quickly point out something that our truck just mentioned, that Fluffy is also a 100% runner. He runs the category 100%, which includes all map completion. He is intimately familiar with everything in Horu.
Yeah.
This
And
could be
Raziel
some
back
very
again,
bad
places
check.
the save. Okay, and he backs it up. So this is probably a save drop here. Yeah, there it is. So the save drop is pretty easy. All I need to do is just float over the water, place a save, lava, and then hey, now you're down here. And it is
is
just
not
health
the water
again.
vein.
We are going deeper. It is not pickup number 2.
And Fluffy is on his way right now to the same area that Raz is in.
Wow, I was like, despite lacking charge jump and lacking climb, this is still doable for Fluffy. And we'll see if that 100% knowledge comes in handy here.
Raz is about halfway up now.
God, no double jump for this. This is
rough.
This is terrible.
He's gonna stop up, check the map stone. Could be dash, who knows? It's not.
Yeah, so there are a total of 13 pickups in Horu. Of course it's 13. So we've got 2, there's 1 all the way down in L4. That's the worst one. It's probably going to be pickup number 13. Nobody wants to see that, but pretty decent chance, non-zero chance it's there.
We're seeing the R1 cutscene for Raziel on the right side. Fluffy is making his way over to Horu. I would bet we see him check the bottom 2 pickups with the door warp and the save drop, just as Raziel has already done. See there nothing.
Yeah, I think I'm not too familiar with Horu myself. I think there is a way to skip all these cutscenes in here.
There it is. It's a little bit convoluted, but it is possible.
Yeah, but Fluffy... Oh, Raziel takes a death. Okay, does have a save. Whew, man. Raziel learned his lesson. And there it is. There's the water vein. It is just an R1. That is number 3 for Raziel.
He's headed to the Ginso tree, gonna go collect the Bash tree, and then he will be headed to Horu to finish the final escape. Fluffy is checking these bottom 2 pickups, just like we said. Raziel has a little bit of a lead here.
Yeah, this is quite a big lead for Raziel, and it's gonna just magnify with charge jump in Ginso. That's gonna make Ginso a lot faster. Fluffy, unless Fluffy magically finds double jump, he's gonna have to bash grenade his way all the way to the top.
Yeah, this is starting to look pretty rough from Fluffy. It's gonna take quite a number of mistakes on Raziel's part for Fluffy to catch up here.
And more grenade jumps for Raziel. Just showing off, man. Oh, and now is gonna activate that swamp TP.
He's making it slightly faster to get back to Horu again.
Yeah, I think Raziel is sick of running from the Grotto TP all the way to Horu. Doesn't want to do it for a 4th time, I think.
Fluffy's having a lot of trouble here with the bash grenade on controller in Horu. It is a little bit rough. It's kind of slow to aim them and can be hard to manipulate sometimes. But here we go. He's got another projectile that he can double bash up. Oh, never mind.
Now, at least we have glide, so
yeah,
mitigates the effect of not having double jump.
It's awful.
Yeah, but Raziel already through the first room of Ginso, and just look how fast charge jump is making this. Yeah, not even checking any pickups. Raziel does not need anything at all. He is perfectly fine. Unless it's like literally free in the way, like the plant. Not gonna worry about anything here.
Could have a quick mini boss fight as well. Quick puzzle room with Bash, of course. Is Fluffy going to... Fluffy went to L1 first.
No.
Oh no, he's setting up the cutscene skip. That's what.
Okay, all right, good.
He's setting up the complicated cutscene skip that we mentioned.
Yeah, so this is that 100% knowledge from Fluffy here. Skip that really long cutscene, so no more lore in Mount Horu until the very end of the game. And just like that, Raziel is already at Bash. So barring anything catastrophic, Raz should run away with the victory here.
Raz has already had some pretty big catastrophes, though. Hopefully he doesn't have another one. Here he
There it
goes.
is.
He's last tree done, and he is headed to the final escape.
And Fluffy has picked up the water vein. So basically, a swamp teleport and half of Ginso behind. So yeah, Raziel with a very comfortable lead here.
Teleporting at the same time. The same teleporter, no less.
Just to different locations. No, they're actually the same locations.
Same location.
Just Fluffy is going into Ginso, and Raziel is going to that area.
Does it count as a high five if they're headed in the same direction? This is like one of those awkward moments when you like end a conversation with someone and then you both start walking the same way.
Oh yeah, it's like, okay, yeah, you know, see you next year, bye bye, and then like, oh, you see him in the airport. Oh hey, what's up? Or my favorite is like, yeah, you go and say bye to somebody, then literally like 2 hours later you're playing a game with them online.
Oh, Raz, please. Just had to give that elemental a hug. It's fine.
Well, you know, what other option does he have than hugging the elemental? No double jump, no dash. Like once he's moving, he's moving. All right, door warp time for Raziel part 2, and gets his second try.
Frame perfect tricks, easy as heck.
This is something you don't see every day. Bash grenading up to, or charge jump grenading to the final cutscene. Because,
and then he had to bash grenade up to the last platform because it's slightly too high.
Well, did have charge jump, so he could have done that, but you know, so used to using bash grenade at this point. Probably faster.
Here we go. Raz is in the final escape. It's not the most difficult one either, so this is his game to lose now.
Yeah, Fluffy's definitely going to have a tougher time here in the escape, lacking any form of wall interaction. Oh, he's setting up for a grenade jump here, and he gets it.
Little bit of swag. Raz is a little bit low on health, but he has clean water, so it's really not an issue at all. He could take a hit and be fine.
It happened with charge jump and glide can be a pretty standard finish here. Charge jump and glide, of course, to skip the Kuro cutscene and then just sets up for the final grenade jump, and that'll be it. But Fluffy has collected Bash Tree and is on the way to Horrid.
Unfortunately, it's not going to be enough as Raziel is finishing up his run right now with 2 last inputs. Okay, maybe a little bit of setup required. Now we have 2 last inputs.
And
there we go.
There it is. It looks good. Raziel has done it. Made it through this train wreck of a seed, I must say.
GG, Raz. You are now the undisputed 3rd place of last tournament. And of course, more importantly for right now, the winner of this match in round 1 of the Swiss. And of course, that was the last match of round 1 of the Swiss. So right after Fluffy finishes, we are going to be getting pairings for round 2.
Man, Fluffy, like, this is such a horrible set of skills.
It is.
Man. At least, like, you have Bash, so once you make it through, like, the first rooms, you're fine.
Good. Did you see what he just did with the bank to the grenade off of the backboard?
Oh wow,
that was great.
I have no response for it. That was just incredible.
And
look at this.
Fluffy saw that Raz has finished at this point and has decided to show off a little bit. Kill this mini boss that we rarely ever see and do the save drop instead of the door warp.
Man. So where was double jump? Where was wall jump? Where was
wall jump?
Where were all like the actual skills you were supposed to have for this seed?
Well, who knows? Maybe this is what the seed intended. Maybe it was just terrible. But the skill set that Raz had doing Horu like he did is completely in logic.
Just awful, but yes, in logic. Alright, so Fluffy activated the final cutscene. Gets an ability cell there, but I think he was already good on ability cells. Now we're gonna see the Bash Grenade escape.
Oh man.
If you didn't like Bash Grenade already, well now you have a time limit. Oh, and that's right, Fluffy still has no form of wall interaction whatsoever.
Oh my god, he doesn't, you're right!
But
He's on this entire seed without wall jump or climb. That's like...
you know, good.
Go ahead.
Yeah, good thing for Fluffy though is he does have Charge Flame, because otherwise the like Charge Flame is necessary, I believe, for Fluffy to make it out of here.
Oh, this is
Did you
rough.
see that? He double bashed off of the lantern to try and get a grenade. I'm not sure that works.
There's an interesting strat that Fluffy could do here. You rarely ever see it, but you can double bash the bottom lantern in order to move the top lantern to a better position. I think that might have been what he was thinking about, but maybe quite forgot just how it was done. Okay, he's decided to go up and over instead.
Yep, I like this.
There's a lot of safe spots you can stand in.
Yeah, he does have Ultra Defense, which he may have to use.
Oh, this is close.
He's got it, he's good. So now here's where that Charge Flame comes in handy. He gets to use it to break that floor. I don't think he had any other way of conveniently breaking that.
That was close.
And he makes it through.
He almost took a hit on the fire there. That was very close, but he is fine now. It should be smooth sailing from here, although I might have just jinxed it. Please tell me I didn't. Come on, Fluffy, finish this out.
All if Fluffy knows like the position to just float up past the cutscene trigger, it should be okay, but he's gonna do some swag stress and double...
He doesn't have rocket jump!
No, I was thinking maybe he was gonna use the fish to double bash his way around the cutscene. Oh no, he had it! But he doesn't have wall interaction.
Doesn't have wall interaction! Oh my god, no!
Man.
I jinxed it, I'm sorry.
This is all your fault, Shed.
Oh no.
Not the seed's fault for hiding wall interaction where it did.
Come on, Fluffy, you got this. You got this. I believe. This is the one.
Oh, takes a hit, but... Oh man, yeah, was still in the kill box.
That's probably the hardest room with this skill set.
Definitely.
Oh, it's a boulder.
Like the final section is not easy by any stretch. I think maybe Fluffy forgot his current skill situation. He's like, yeah, you know, you can bash grenade up. It's like, wait a minute.
No, I can't. Yeah, you kind of need to take the casual route in the last room here, but this right here, this is the hardest bit.
Okay, he made it.
Fine this time.
The double bash over is like, all right, okay. Round 2 of the final escape sequence. So gonna double
Still
bash.
trying to use a fish?
I wonder how far up he's gonna try and get with this fish.
Oh god!
But looks like it dies. Okay, floating up. Avoid spawning crow. Get up there.
On the
okay.
ledge.
All right. So let's see where he's gonna throw these grenades. All right. So there's grenade
The
1,
boulder!
grenade 2. Okay, he's gonna float over and.
Okay, he's fine. He's good.
All right, he
It's
made
just
it.
a bunch of tiny rocks. There we go.
Oh man, he has done it. So, for any of you who have never done the final escape without wall interaction, take some notes. Fluffy's showing us how it's done.
Honestly, like, you may have lost the race, but GG, Fluffy. That is not easy to go an entire seed without any sort of wall interaction at all. Especially since he's a controller runner.
Yeah. Yeah, bash grenade with controller is, you know, really, really difficult to do, and very difficult to do fast, no less. So just holding right for Fluffy. Get a little bit more of the final cutscene here, lacking charge jump and climb, or the grenade jump. While Fluffy is finishing holding right, I see Raz here waiting. Say we bring him in.
Hello, Raziel and GG. Congrats on your win.
Yo, guys. Thank you. I need hugs, I think. That was terrible.
Yeah, that was quite the seed. It was quite the seed.
Yeah. that was one of those. Yeah.
And so Raziel, going back to the start, we were all theorizing like, okay, what direction is this seed going to go? Are we going to get keystones? Are we going to get wall interaction? But instead, we get this super roundabout way to go and get skills via the Grow teleporter. What are you thinking about that?
Oh man, that start was crazy. I was actually lost for a bit at the end when basically I think the only pickup that I had left was the underwater, the grenade locked underwater right about on the start, where actually but before that, yeah, the start of the seed was quite something. And then first clue Horu for Water Vein. Right, thank you, seed.
That's always a terrible thing to see.
Yeah, it was pretty exciting for us, that start, because after taking the Grow teleporter, you guys were pretty much neck and neck. But Fluffy immediately, or both of you actually skipped the charge flame tree first time around, which I thought was pretty hilarious. But then Fluffy went down and did the grenade pickup while you did the charge flame pickup, and both of them turned out to be useful, which just blew our minds.
Yeah, I don't know. I think I actually think that was a mistake not getting the charge flame tree immediately. But I mean, there were there were plenty of mistakes, at least from my part on this seed. I guess Fluffy got kind of randoed because I was checking the stream now at the end, and he never found a charge jump or climb. So I guess that's probably the reason why I was still able to win despite a lot of mistakes.
That's pretty much exactly what happened. You headed left into Grove, and Fluffy headed right into Swamp, and that was it right there. I do kind of want to ask you what was going through your mind when you started checking Horu with that one particular death, I think.
Oh man, this just proves that I really need to practice these kind of seeds, Horu seeds, because that I immediately made a mistake when I checked the validation XP, because for sure that couldn't be the Water Vein, and then I took a super long death, and I was just going crazy. I was just wishing that that Water Vein was a fast pickup in R1, and it was, because man, I'm done with Horu for today. I hope because I still have another race.
Yeah, so I have one more question for you, Raz. And that is immediately after this, in about 20 minutes, you are going into your first doubles match as well. So after this seed, are you prepared for more Horu?
No, I mean, for sure, Sigma, I'm sorry, but if we need to check Horu, you're doing that, and and please carry my back, because I will need it, I think.
All right, well, good luck to that. We're going to let you go ahead and get ready for that matchup. To everyone watching, don't go away. We have one more randomizer race today, the last doubles race for round one of the Swiss. So after that, we're going to get pairings for that one. And it is a race between, as we said, Raziel and his partner Sigma on team That Is Still Faster versus J-Hubs and Rebel on team Ace of Tims.